Doesn't matter if you're on the left. It doesn't matter if you're on the right. The important thing is to question everything. One of the best quotes ever by one of the best scientific mind that we've known in the last 150 years and maybe ever, Albert Einstein. The important thing is to not stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Never stop questioning things, and when you are stopped from questioning things, as long as you're not actually hurting somebody, which is what they usually do, is by questioning things, eventually they try to make it seem like you hurt somebody. You didn't. You know you didn't. You're being stifled. You're being stymied. You're being stopped. We know that. We know one thing from the events in Capitol. These events badly hurt Trump, so they don't benefit from they don't benefit him. So at first I thought Trump might be the one doing this and allowing these people to just walk in here so he can have a laugh or something like that. But none of this benefits him. None of this benefits anybody. It certainly doesn't benefit him. So who is it benefiting? That's a very important question. Question number one. One person posing inside with the hammer and sickle. A lot of people bringing this guy up. Oh, these Trump supporters, except this guy, and I don't care if they are Trump supporters, Antifa, or whatever they are. The bottom line is I don't believe they're any of those things. I think they're part of something else. I'm not sure what that is. They could just be crazy loons who like to go to these things, or they could be part of some kind of deep state program. I don't know. But the fact of the matter is the guy with the horns right there has been at climate change rallies. He's also been at BLM. And now here he is at a Trump rally. And mysteriously, he's one of the ones that makes it inside for all the photo ops inside the Capitol building. And standing next to him is a guy with a hammer and sickle on his hand. Now, people are saying that that's Antifa. That doesn't necessarily mean that the guy's Antifa. It doesn't mean anything other than it doesn't seem like a Trump supporter would have a the hammer and sickle or whatever on their arm. Okay, so that doesn't make any sense. Symbol that was conceived during a Russian Revolution. Doesn't make sense. Now, people on the left could possibly say, oh, well, Trump is with Putin or something like that. They tried to do that for 4 years. None of it was proven, blah, blah, blah. If anything, Putin's laughing at us right now. Communist stuff, that's exactly what Trump is against. He's against China, against the communist stuff. This guy is wearing communist stuff. It makes no sense. So none of these people are really for Trump. They're for something else, and we don't know what it is. And now people are saying they're Antifa. I don't believe that could be true either. They may not be with Antifa either. They may be with their own thing, or this is obviously for a photo op. The guy with the horns is an actor. So that's not a statement of, conspiracy. This guy with the horns, with the American flag there, with the bullhorn and the horns and the Viking getup and whatever, that man is actually an actor, and he just deleted his acting account as well. You can go Google that and look up everything on that. It's already been proven everywhere. For some reason, the day after this happened, the D.C. police were holding up his picture. Can anybody with information help us identify this guy? Yeah, all of Twitter did, an hour into the photos being taken. Why are the D.C. police holding up a photo of a guy like, help us find this guy, please help us find this guy? The internet found him an hour into the pictures coming out about him. They already had him at all the other riots. They recognized him immediately. They recognized his acting page. They had his name. His name is out there. Other people are mentioning it in their videos. I'm not going to here, but you can easily find it out. It's been everywhere. It was everywhere right after this happened. Yet one day later, the D.C. police are going, help us find these people. Yeah, this is all a sham. No doubt about it. This is a work. This is a sham. They know exactly what's going on. They know who these people are because they probably paid them for years. It's part of I don't know who it's part of. We could go into that another time. It's crazy, but it's obviously planned. Everyone was told about this. Everybody was told about this, that this was going to happen. It was all over the Facebook message boards. It was all over the place. There were tons of people that I watch, YouTube shows, people's podcasts, everybody in every media everywhere was all going to Washington. They all knew it was coming. They all knew it was going to be this crazy rally. They all knew exactly what was going on. Yet the police were under-presenced. They were overwhelmed. And when the people came through the barricades, the police just waved them on. Some police did. Some police were clearly shaken and didn't know what was going on. But the key police that knew what was going on, that knew how to do it or knew what they were going to do, waved people in. And there's video of the cops waving people in as well. And I'm not talking about the cops that gave up and just let the barricade go and went, oh my God, whatever. Not those guys. That's a different thing. I'm talking about there's actually cops on video waving people. Now, could there be other cops ahead of the image, and the cop is waving the cops to, hey guys, come on, fall back, don't even bother. That could be it too. I don't know about that one. That, I question everything. That may not be the cops just saying, come on in, everybody. It may actually be him saying, hey, officers, come on, fall back. We lost the barricade, fall back to the main area. It could be that. I don't know. It could be either one, whatever. Then there's the video of the girl crying, the Animaniacs video going viral. Allegedly, she has an onion in her hand, and she's wiping it in her eyes to make herself cry. I don't know. That video seems weird, too. She seems like an actress. Maybe she was there just to go viral or something. I don't know. Or she's just an idiot, or she's part of the whole thing. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Was there an onion in her hand? I don't know. Was there just a ball in her hand? I don't know. People are claiming it's an onion. I don't know that one, so I'll skip over that because I'm not sure if that's true. But we know that Horns Viking guy is definitely an actor, and he is an actor 100%. There's no doubt about it. That's been proven 100%. How many of these other guys are actors? You know what I mean? It's a little weird that they all got to take these little photo ops and pictures inside the building. It's a little strange. And now everybody's freaking out like, oh, my God, if they were black, they'd be dead. It's like, yeah, they probably would. And you know what? Honestly, if they weren't allowed to be in there, they'd probably be dead, too. Just like one woman is dead. Obviously, wasn't it like I don't even know, was it a private security guard or somebody's security detail who shot that woman who's dead? That's probably somebody who wasn't involved in the memo, you know what I mean, to stand down with weapons and stuff like that. That was probably a guy who was doing the right thing. Obviously, you would have expected everybody to be shot, but that's not what happened. Instead, it was weird that the cops were just like, I come in, I guess, like, come on in. I don't know. Come on in, I guess. I don't know. Very strange. Use your brains, people. Like, are you serious? People actually, like... See, I said the same thing, too. I made a joke about it. Like, if these guys were white, black, they'd be dead or whatever. But that's what they want you to do. They know what they're doing. It's not that It's not that black and white. That oh, my God, like, you... So if, like, black people came in, they would go... Da, 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 da. And if white people come in, they go, oh, I don't know. It's not that separate. They let these people in there. Because other white people have broken into the building before and tried to come in the building and other things, and they were fucking tased or shot. You can Google the long list of people arrested, tackled, beaten, whatever you want to say, and you can even see the presence during the BLM rally and the BLM march. That's a narrative they want to set up so you guys they can divide and conquer you. They let this happen. You know what I mean? It's so obvious, like it's ridiculous. Everyone knew about this. Horns Viking guy was at a climate change rally, a BLM rally, and now here he is at a Trump rally. He's also an actor 100%. Here's another question. Why did Trump supporters interrupt before they made the decision on the election voting? If you're a Trump supporter out there, which I am not, I'm an independent, and I think for myself, and I'm a free thinker, and I'm not a left or right-wing person. Fuck both of those groups. But why wouldn't you wait to find out if they could find out some more information about the elections? Why would you want to interrupt the elections? Why would you want to interrupt the briefings and the elections and the voting? You wouldn't want to interrupt it. The Republicans were about to vote like, hey, let's go take a look at what's going on here. We think it's illegitimate. Instead, they rushed in before that could even happen, put a pause on all of that, and then Republicans flipped their vote to say, oh, you know what, now I'm not voting for it or whatever. So I'm just saying, like, if you were actually supporting Trump, you would be out there rallying, but you wouldn't want to actually interrupt the process that could actually help your president, right? If you're actually a crazy Trump supporter, you'd actually want to, like, the everybody to vote because they're gonna object. The Republicans were gonna object to the voting, but instead you ran in to stop it, to break it up, to run around and take photos with pictures inside the building. I mean, that's a little strange. The cops allowed it. The police allowed it. They stood down. The people in there didn't do that crazy of violent stuff. They did weird things like drawing smiley face on people's files and writing, we know you did it, and here I am, and they posed for photos while holding up monument stuff and with flags in weird positions. Just strange photos that you wouldn't expect to see from people that are breaking into the Capitol. A little bit strange. I don't fully understand. Like, this, something nobody with a brain can possibly be. This is strange, right? This is really strange. I don't even know what this is. You know what I mean? People say it's the sickle thing, the hammer. I don't even know. That looks like it could be a bow and arrow to me for all I know. But all I know is this don't look right, and the guy's an actor next to him. That's all we know. The guy's an actor next to him. We do know this. They're looking to shut you down on platforms. They're looking to censor speech. And unless these riots work enough, they're looking to do another 9/11. Except the American people are going to be ISIS. That's what's coming next. You're going to be ISIS. They have this huge terrorism unit that they really haven't been using anymore, right? So our terrorism unit that we were using for the Al-Qaeda stuff and all the other things, now that's going to be about the American people. They're actually going to turn the terrorism group onto the American people to find domestic terrorists. That's what the car bomb, the other day that was outside the 5G tower and everything else like that. There's a huge event coming. We don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to be, but I can see patterns, and I've seen them forever. There's a huge thing coming. It's going to happen. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure what it is. I thought maybe this was actually it, but I'm not sure. There may be still something else. And I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if they're going to take out a church or take out a block, take out a building. Who knows what the hell somebody's going to do. But somebody's doing something, and they're going to set it up so that there's a new war in the country, and it's on the American people. I feel bad for the right-wing people, which is weird to say because back in the day I used to be a super liberal and I hated the right-wing people. But I feel bad for the right-wingers because any of you right-wingers, especially you right-wingers, if you're a little far right or whatever, you're going to be labeled a terrorist, no doubt about it, just for your language. Just for your language. You're going to be called QAnon. You're going to be called terrorist, racist, whatever they can do to put you in jail, a FEMA camp, or kill you. It's all coming. We're talking about 9/11 2.0, and we're talking about the Patriot Act 2.0. They're going to update the Patriot Act to make it even crazier. We already know the Patriot Act is crazy. That was like phase 1 back in 2001. Phase 2 is coming on the Patriot Act, and they're going to really stable it in there. And after they do that, dude, you're going to be in jail. It's going to be crazy. I feel, they'll come for everybody, to be honest, if they want to, but they'll definitely come for you right-wingers on the far right because you're going to be labeled terrorist or QAnon. And that's what we said. QAnon is just made so that they're crazy. QAnon is crazy. It's not even it's a psycho thing. It's probably all a psyop at this point, or at least now it's being used as a psyop. So, anybody in there is a psycho, and they're going to be labeled a terrorist. Even if you're in there like, no, I swear to God, I'm worried about people abducting kids and stuff like that. Shut the fuck up and get in jail, you fucking terrorist. Like, that's what's going to happen, and that's what they're going to do, and everybody's going to hate you anyway because they told you so. So that's crazy. That's coming, and just get ready for it, man, because it's here. This is crazy, man. This is Shame On News, and ladies and gentlemen, I got to believe that you, especially in the future, you're not going to be able to handle the news whatsoever.
Stay tuned for more news right here on Shame On News.
Subscribe now for more news.